Welcome to Sports Sometimes. I'm TJ Carpenter. Tonight we're going to talk about the Los Angeles Chargers. Philip Rivers, the Sisyphus of the NFL, was down 8 with 1:08 to go the length of the field. Why? Because he's always down 8 with 1:08 to go the length of the field. And with no help from his teammates, ever. What ensued was a comedy of errors with Rivers center stage like Walter Matthau at a daycare.
Down by 8. Rivers throws it, intercepted, and it's over. The pick by Jones, and the Patriots hold on.
No one hates the Chargers more than Philip Rivers. No one. Not the people of San Diego, not rival fan bases in the AFC West. Los Angeles, their new host city, is apathetic towards them. The Chargers are perhaps the most pathetic franchise in the National Football League, which is saying something because Cleveland has a team that, depending on who you ask, was either too busy celebrating or too busy infighting to send the proper paperwork in to complete a trade for a backup quarterback that they desperately needed. Yeah, Chargers, you're more pathetic than the Browns. At least people in Cleveland like the Browns. Why? I don't know. Some people like having cigarettes put out on their nipples. I don't judge. What happens in the privacy of First Energy Stadium should stay in the privacy of First Energy Stadium. But the Chargers, they play in a soccer stadium. It's not even the nicest soccer stadium in the NFL, though. Wembley Stadium in London may actually offer a better home field advantage than the stadium they actually play in. Yes, that's right. The Chargers may be better off flying nonstop for 10.5 hours to London every home game, just to play in front of more fans in a better stadium. Attendance in the Chargers' initial season in Los Angeles has been so bad, they've had to tarp off entire sections of seats in what is already a 26,000-seat stadium. To make matters worse, the road team has actually been better supported than the Chargers. Yes, in London, they may not know the rules of the game that they're watching, but at least they show up and try to create an environment somewhat resembling a sporting event. To make matters worse, the Chargers seem intent on driving as many fans that exist right now in their fan base as possible. These efforts have included, but are certainly not limited to, moving the team to another city for the douchiest reason imaginable, increasing the cost of parking to $100, which in this instance is essentially paying somebody to disappoint you. It's like paying a lot of money for your son's education and then he majors in lesbian dance theory. By the way, offered at Cal, UCLA, and Washington State. I like that you're keeping it real, Pac-12. Just like seeing any J.J. Abrams movie, yeah, J.J., that cost us $200 million. You basically gave us a shitty, watered-down version of the original. Thanks a lot. Also, by the way, they kicked out their own super fan. That's right, this guy, Boltman, this winner right here, has devoted his life and a fair amount of resources to creating a bodysuit that looks something like freaky California raisin hentai porn, which I was told I was pronouncing incorrectly by one of the members of our audience. You're going to have the audacity to ask him to take his face off to make sure he's not wanted for any crimes or heavily intoxicated? Okay, maybe kicking this weirdo out of a game isn't the worst thing you could have done. But doing all of this seems like a direct attempt to alienate your fans. And yet you wonder why Philip Rivers does this after most of your games.
The pick by Jones, and the Patriots hold on.
All right, that's it.